Welcome back! My name is Baller Scuba. This is Video Games Over Time. We are still in 1981, and today we're going to talk about Castle Wolfenstein. The story of Castle Wolfenstein takes us to Muse Software. Muse Software, short for Micro Users Software Exchange Incorporated, is an American video game developer that was founded in 1978 by Ed Zaron. The first employee for the company would be Silas Warner. Muse Software began publishing software, primarily video games, for the Apple II. None of the games that Muse Software released between 1978 and 1980, 8 in total, would achieve very much success. It was in 1981 that Muse Software would release their breakthrough game. That game was Castle Wolfenstein. Silas Warner developed Castle Wolfenstein, inspired by the arcade game Berserk, as well as the 1961 film The Guns of Navarone. We previously talked about and played Berserk in 1980. The Guns of Navarone is a World War II movie depicting Allied forces attempting to destroy a German fortress. In the game, the player plays an Allied spy who has been captured by Nazis during World War II. The player must escape the dungeon, steal the battle plans, then escape Castle Wolfenstein. The castle itself is a maze whose contents are generated at the start of each new game. The castle has 60 rooms spread across 5 floors. The player starts with a gun and 10 bullets, and is surrounded by guards who will taunt the player with digitized voices. The player can then either choose to sneak past the guards or kill the guards in order to get to the next room. There are also treasure chests scattered throughout the game. The player can choose to spend time opening the chests in order to get items that may help with the escape. Should the player succeed, the game can be restarted at a higher difficulty or rank. There are 8 ranks in total, from private to field marshal. Castle Wolfenstein was released for the Apple II in 1981, developed and published by Muse Software. And that is the backstory of Castle Wolfenstein. With that now told, it's time to play Castle Wolfenstein for ourselves. And here we are in the game. This is Castle Wolfenstein. This is the original version, the one that came out in 1981 for the Apple II. As you can see, we have a nice little drawing of the castle. It's not necessarily a nice place, but it's where we're going to be for all of this game. Let's head in and look at the main menu. We have a few things going on here. We have our rank, which is private. I don't really see a reason to do anything higher than that for our purposes today, so we're going to stick with private. Then we have an option of how we're going to use the controls. You can use the keyboard, you can use the paddle controllers, or you can use the joysticks. I'm going to stick with the keyboard, even though, to be honest, the keyboard is not... Well, it doesn't have the best controls, but it is what works for me. So we're going to go with that. And then we can start a new game and reverse controls. I'm going to go ahead and start a new game. I don't believe there's really any point to me having to do that, but let's go ahead and start a new game. Then we can either create a new castle map only, and it'll save our rank, which is private, so it doesn't really matter. And then we can create a new map and reset our rank to private, which it already is. And then we can do nothing by hitting return. Let's hit Control R. And now we do have the same menu again. We can hit K for keyboard, and that'll actually get us into the game. Before we get in, though, there is a small introduction. I will read it, but just know that when you play the game yourself, the pacing on that introduction is very weird, at least on my computer. It doesn't have good pacing to it, so I had to actually record the text and then read it separately. So that is what you're going to hear before we get into the game. But let's hit K and get into the game. Welcome to Castle Wolfenstein, mate. The Nazis brought you here to get information out of you before they kill you. That's what this place is for. If you listen, you can hear the screams. They've already worked me over and I'll never get out alive, but maybe you can with this gun. I got it off a dead guard before they caught me. It's standard issue. Each clip holds 10 bullets, and it's fully loaded. Be careful, mate, because every room in the castle is guarded. The regular guards can't leave their posts without orders, but watch out for the SS stormtroopers. They're the ones in the bulletproof vests, and they're like bloody hounds. Once they've picked up your trail, they won't stop chasing you until you kill them, and you almost need a grenade to do that. Castle Wolfenstein is full of supplies too. I know one chap who found a whole German uniform and almost sneaked out past the guards. He might have made it if he hadn't shot some poor sod and got the SS on his trail. If you can't unlock a supply chest, try shooting it open. Now, I wouldn't go shooting at chests full of explosives. One more thing. The battle plans for Operation Rheingold are hidden somewhere in the castle. I'm sure you know what it would mean to the Allied High Command if we could get our hands on those. They're coming for me. Good luck. Aye! Alright, we're officially in the game now. This is going to be what we're going to do. We're the purple guy. We need to get out of here. As the intro said, we have a gun and 10 bullets. How I'm doing the sound here is a little funky, but we'll talk about that more as we go along. The controls are really the down point of the game for me. The controls are based around the letters S and L. Around the letter S is your movement. So all 8 characters around the letter S are going to move you in a direction, and then S will stop you. S for stop, I guess. So if I wanted to go left, for instance, I would hit A, and then to stop, I would hit S. And you definitely want to stop before you hit the walls. It's going to happen. I'll show it, but I'm not going to try to hit the wall. We'll do it eventually, I'm sure. That's okay. I can get used to that. But on top of that, we have similar controls around the gun, which is based around the letter L. The gun can be pointed using the buttons all around L. So if I wanted to point the gun to the left, I would hit K. And then to shoot, I would hit L. So that's basically the controls of the game. Everything else is usually on space or U for use. And then there's also T for throw. There's a couple others that we probably won't be using, but those are the main controls. And that's going to be a bit of an issue for me. But with that said, let's go ahead and point our gun and shoot. All right, we got him in time. Let's shoot him. There we go, we got him. All right, we'll point our gun down. All right, let's point our gun to the right. Move down here. How am I missing him? There we go. All right. So this guy had 2 bullets and keys. I didn't mean to search him, but it happens when you point your gun at somebody. They just kind of give up, and then sometimes you just automatically search. Let's search him now. We'll hit the space bar to search. Nothing. He had 2 bullets and the keys before. I grabbed the keys. His bullets are apparently mine now. Let's search this guy. Try to be very careful around the controls here. I go slow in this game, and the game's already kind of slow. All right, 8 bullets and keys. Now, the way that bullets work in this game is that they come in clips. That's what they call them in the game. There's a full clip would be 10 bullets, and you can't really move bullets between clips. So if it says that there's 8 bullets, that means there's an 8-bullet clip there. And your player, well, your character, will grab whichever has more bullets in it. So if you only had 5 bullets and then there's 8, you now have 8 bullets and you left the 5-bullet clip behind. That's how the game works. Okay. There's also a treasure chest here. Let's head up. We're going to need to point at the treasure chest, and then you're going to want to hold the space bar, because if you just press the space bar like I'm going to do right now, it starts this countdown. I'm going to go ahead and hold the button now. Holding the button down will make it go twice as fast. This is one of the longest countdowns that's going to happen for us. It is all random, but as far as I can tell, the number of seconds to open up a box seems to be somewhere in the range of 5 seconds up to 255 seconds. Now, they're not full seconds. They go pretty quick, but it still takes a long time to open up these treasure chests, these boxes, whatever you want to call them. So let's go ahead and see what is inside of this box. Hopefully it's something useful. It's not always something useful, though. Uniforms, very useful. All right, 10 seconds to put that on. I can't speed that up. All right, so now we're in uniform, which means that the normal guards will not be able to identify that I am a prisoner unless, they happen to see my gun. Now, my strategy is usually to point the gun in the opposite direction of the door that I'm going to go into. In this case, we're going upstairs here. In that case, when I make it to the other side, oh, my dog is not happy. When I make it to the other side, I won't be pointing my gun at anybody. Now that I'm in uniform, I don't necessarily want to point my gun at anybody, right? If I was pointing my gun up, that guy would have tried to surrender to me, which causes a lot of problems, actually. You would think somebody surrendering to you would be fine, but not in this game. It leads to a lot of issues. They now identify you as not one of them, and everybody in the room is kind of aware of that. So suddenly I have to kill everybody. This is mostly a stealth game, so now that I am in uniform, I'm going to try to play it more of a stealth way. They probably don't have too much that I'm going to need, so let's just move on. And we have made it to room number 3 on the second floor. That's what I'm going to call it. The first floor was that first room we were in. Now we're on the second floor. All right. I'm going to look in every single treasure chest until I get all the things that I need. All right, there we go. That's a lot less. That's a lot easier for me to deal with. So let's see what we have on the other side here. Grenades. I'll go ahead and use the grenades. I now have 1 grenade. You can have a maximum of 3 grenades. I don't necessarily recommend... Yes, use them. Why? Okay, now I have 2 grenades. All right. Dog is still not happy. All right, let's head here. Here. Which way do I want to go? And I say, let's go up. Now, there's a lot of things that are in treasure chests. Oh, well, that's not the way I want to go. There's a lot of things that are there that I don't want to deal with. Let's head over here, see if that works out better for me. It absolutely does. Okay. Once again, we have to point and search. So there's going to be a few things in the boxes that we're going to want. Uniforms is definitely one of the more important ones. Another one of the more important ones would be the bulletproof vest. That's the main thing that I'm looking for next. Then there's, of course, the war plans. You don't need the war plans in order to win the game, but I would like to get them if I can. And I just realized that this guy walking back and forth, I'm not going to be able to get to that box with him walking the way that he is. Bratwurst. All right, let's eat some bratwurst. This is one of the useless items, but we'll see what he says. What do you say about the bratwurst? It tastes awful. I like bratwurst. Bratwurst is good. All right, it's sausage. Okay, we'll stand here, wait for him to get back up here, and shoot him. Since he's the only one here, it's not too bad. All right, searching. 2 bullets and a grenade, which probably just gives us a grenade. All right, let's point this up so that we can deal with here. This is more precarious than you think. Hitting the walls, the game really does not like it when you do that. And it will let you know that it doesn't like it. And I don't like it when that happens. So we'll try to avoid that. Hey, schnapps. Let's drink some schnapps. It's alcohol. It's usually pretty strong alcohol. Hick. All right, we're drunk. Perfect for my getaway. When you do a prison break, make sure you have been drinking. Otherwise, who knows what's going to happen. Okay. Nothing too bad here. You can tell the enemies are SS enemies, which are kind of like the upgraded versions of the guards. We'll talk about that when we see them. But they'll have an SS on their chest. I'm not sure if these guys are supposed to have swastikas on their chest. It doesn't look like much to me, but there's probably supposed to be some sort of symbol there in the middle. All right, cannonballs. We'll try to pick them up. Sure, why not? These are another one of the useless items. This is one of the ones that if you had shot the chest, it would have exploded and you would have failed. So I don't recommend opening too many treasure chests by shooting them. It does reduce the amount of time that it takes to open it, but that's about it. Too heavy to lift. Fair enough. All right. So this is like a locked door. What you're going to want to do is point at it and press the space bar. You will try your keys. It's still locked. Fair enough. He does have a treasure chest on the other side that I would like to deal with. We'll try it one more time. I think I've seen it happen where I can deal with it this way. All right, still locked. We will press it and shoot it. Anything happen there? Still locked. All right, this time I'm going to wait for this guy to get closer to me. Is he not going to get closer? There was one time he went up. I would like him to do that again. All right, shoot that. All right. Then he'll open it for us and die because I was waiting for him. He did try to shoot at me, though. All right, so I still have at least 4 bullets left. I believe I am now maxed out on grenades. All right. We still have treasure chests to open. There's still a few things that I could use, the bulletproof vest being the ideal thing for me. I can only take so many bullets before bad things are going to happen to me, so I would like to have some protection against that, and bulletproof vests seem to be the way to go. But it's kind of random what I'm going to find in these things. Like this one, it's empty. Wonderful. Ooh, perfect. As long as I can open that. Then it's perfect. What do we have in here? Now, I have beaten the game before, but I honestly have not found the war plans before, so I'm really looking forward to finding those this time. I have actually tried to record this before, and I had technical difficulties with the sound, which is why the sound is kind of janky, at least the way that I'm recording it is. Hey, bulletproof vests. That's what I wanted to see. These are very useful, but also have an SS symbol on them, which I'm not particularly happy about, but nope. Sorry about that. That's what happens when you hit the wall. I realized it, but it was too late. All right, we'll try our keys over here. Still locked. That's not good because I don't have a guard on the other side to kind of open this for me. I might try to shoot it once, and if that doesn't work, I'll just have to leave it and possibly come back. Sometimes shooting it works. Sometimes shooting it and then trying the key works. Nothing seems to work today. Okay, well, so much for that. We're still looking really for the way up. That's our ultimate goal here. Let's just sneak past you guys. So, should I find an SS officer, he will recognize that I am not a normal guard. He'll also recognize that I'm probably not an SS guy, even though I have that emblazoned across my chest. The SS guys are definitely upgrades from the normal guards. Hey, bullets. I could use those. How many? All right, I'm maxed out on bullets. Can I go this way? Thank you. Up here. There we go. This is why I go slow. The SS guys will also chase me between rooms. The normal guards will not. The SS guards also will take many hits to kill. I will have to shoot them a lot in order to kill them. I'm going to assume that the chances of that one treasure chest holding the war plans are going to be very low because we're still early on in the game. But like I said, I have not been able to find them. I would assume that they're on the top floor, but I've also searched all the boxes on the top floor in previous games and not found it. So that's fun. I did try to record this before, but it didn't hit the sound, like I said. So the sound is coming out of headphones that are around my neck and kind of just pointed at the microphone. So there's that. Hey, sauerkraut. I don't know how you feel about pickled cabbage. I'd assume that you don't like it since you don't like bratwurst. Bratwurst is basically just sausage. It tastes awful. Well, that's what you get for eating things in a box like that. A box in a dungeon. All right, well, that's the way forward. We need to climb those stairs there. Can I open this with my keys? Are my keys useful at all? Hey, they finally were. Let's point my gun this way. Because I don't want to trigger these guys. I don't want them to realize that, you know, I'm pointing a gun at them and holding them hostage. That's not my goal today. All right, so this is floor number 2 basically done. I don't know how much I really want to go out of my way to try to find the war plans. As long as I search all the boxes that I find along the way, I'll say that I put in my fair effort to try to get the war plans. Like I said, you don't need them to win, and it's not like there are points in this game. So getting them is nice, but it's not required really for anything other than a moral victory. Cannonballs! Useless. Okay, let's point my gun up. And we'll wait for you to go by again. And I'm going to go slow. This is kind of already a slow game, but I'm going to take it slow to make sure that, you know, nothing bad happens. Oh, geez. Let's point my gun this way. Trying to map out my way out of here. Nope. All right, well, that's okay. It put my gun away. I ran into the guy, and all it cost me was my sanity. Let's try to open this. Still no SS, guys. Right? You can see the SS across my chest. That's what it's going to look like on them. Like I said, they take multiple bullets. Luckily, I'm maxed out with 10. I'm not going to try to use too many of mine. I was able to get the uniforms very quickly, so I didn't have to struggle too much about killing people in order to get 2 uniforms. But once you get uniforms, it's a lot easier to get through this game. And it's just a matter of waiting for treasure chests to open. And to be honest, I'm not entirely sure why there is such a long timer to open up these boxes. Outside of if an SS officer is chasing you, I don't really see a purpose of delaying this. It's not like it makes the game harder or anything. All right, I'll grab grenades. I already have 3 grenades. So, that was no. That was bad. I need to remember my strategy. Okay. Please go away. I don't want to hit you today. Okay, so then we'll point this down and head up here. That way I'm not pointing at anybody. I almost got in trouble there. Almost. Yeah, really, at this point, the only thing that we're looking for is the way forward and war plans. So I'm going to look at all the treasure chests in each of the rooms, and hopefully I will find it. Once I find it, I'm not going to have a use for these treasure chests anymore. I don't think I'm going to need more than the 10 bullets that I have, and I don't need schnapps. And I don't think that I'm going to need... Jeez. You know, I forgot what else I was talking about. Hey, that was 1 second. So it's down to 1. Bratwurst. I like bratwurst. You eat the bratwurst and you tell me that it's good. Please. Tastes awful. How dare you? Yeah, when I go to a baseball game, that's what I order. I order a bratwurst. There. Okay. So I need to go this way. You have to be kind of careful around all this stuff. That was probably a dumb move on my part. Okay. Going into rooms, pointing my gun in random directions. It's not the way to go. But yeah, mostly we're just trying to find our way forward. That's the main goal. But if we are able to get the war plans, it'd make me happy. Honestly, of the stuff that I've been able to find, I haven't found anybody that played this version of the game that got the war plants. So I would really like to get them. They're in the introduction. I know they're in this game, but I can't find it. Uniforms are already set there. Let's go. I have to be so careful and pick my spots carefully. It's not necessarily a tense game. There are going to be some points where I need to hit the buttons quickly. And that's my best chance of dying in this game, is not being able to hit the buttons fast enough to react to whatever is presented to me. But we're doing all right so far. Bulletproof vests are not going to be useful to me. Yeah, going down these small hallways. It should be nothing, but like, that sound. I can't stand that sound. Still no SS officers. We have our first diagonal guy, though. I would like to get the things. Just give me the war plans and I'll be on my way. This also helps me like leave a trail of breadcrumbs of where I've been already. Bullets. I'm already maxed out on bullets. Okay, point that way before he gets too close. Otherwise, he would have surrendered and that would have been bad for me. I hit the button. I hit it. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, a lot of this game is just kind of built around waiting. It is a very slow-paced game, and I think the idea is to build tension, but I don't necessarily feel a lot of tension when I play this game. I feel that since I'm wearing the uniform and they're not going to catch me unless I do something stupid, as long as I go slow and be cautious, things are going to work out for me, and that doesn't make for a tense game. It doesn't make for a tense experience. As long as I'm smart about things, then I should be fine. The question is, can I be smart about things, or am I going to do something stupid and cost myself everything? Grenades, not what I needed. So I'll point this way. We'll go up. Let's head up. Oh, that was not a smart thing once again. Okay, past all you guys. Once again, I'm not being particularly smart about my gun usage right now. Oh, they're both hanging out over there. That's going to make things difficult for me. I think I can find a way in there, though. I can maneuver past them. Grenades, already maxed out. I don't think I'm going to be using the grenades. The grenades are usually used against the SS officers. They will destroy all of the interior walls, but leave the outside walls of any given room intact. I should also point out that, as I mentioned before, the contents of this map are changed every time you boot up the game. The actual layout of the map stays the same. So you can map this out. I could not find a map of this game, but if you so wanted, you could map out the entirety of Castle Wolfenstein and you would know where all the rooms are. Based on what I've seen so far, it seems that the final room, the way out, is always in the same spot, but you know, that nothing else really matters. So it's not going to be super useful to have a map in this game because so much of this game is built around the randomness of what you're able to find. You know, the way forward and all that. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'd been here. So I think I went in a circle here. Oh, that was a long one. They did not like me doing that at all. Well, at least my gun's away. I was told that I could hit H to holster it, but I have yet to see that work for me. Maybe that's a different version that works for. But for me, I can't seem to holster it except by running into something, which I would really rather not do. Honestly, the worst part of this game is running into something accidentally and hearing that sound. This is why I leave the trail of breadcrumbs of me opening up the boxes. You could also leave a trail of breadcrumbs by killing everything around here, but... Ooh, Liebfraumilch. I believe that's how you say it. Liebfraumilch. I don't know what Lieb is. Maybe it's Liebfrau, but I assume milk is milk. But either way, it's alcohol, and I'm drunk now. All right, let's point our gun up. No way that... Oh, come on. Well, now my gun's away, I guess. I want to go down here. I have a better idea about down than I do right. Well, I guess we'll keep following this. Let's head here so that he's on the left side of me. Nothing. There was nothing. All right, we'll head to the right then. Still no SS. On the, what am I on? Private difficulty? The lowest ranking? Let's go in here. No! You were supposed to let me through so I could open up this chest and then head over to the right. I might have to kill him on the way back. No, I can make it back there. And let's take out our gun again. And hopefully we can find the war plans. Like I said, just my gamer instinct here. I would assume that there's a higher chance of the war plans being on the higher floors. But because I haven't been able to find them yet, I'm searching everything that I find along the way. Leaving no stone unturned, so to speak. And hopefully we can find it. Empty. Useless. Oh, that's an SS. All right, got him in one bullet. Of course, his buddy's onto me now. He can't get around the body, by the way. He is stuck on the... he can't get around the body. All right, what do we have on the SS guy? 8 bullets and keys. I believe I have 8 bullets, but now I have 8 bullets no matter what. So we took out our first SS guy, and it only took 1 shot, which is weird. I fired up to like 6 shots to kill one of them. Grenades. I haven't actually thrown a grenade in this game. I'm too scared to. Oh, wait, hold on. Point the gun the right way. All right, no SS. Yeah, there was a digitized voice there. Ugh. I think that was the first one that we actually got to hear. They do talk a lot, but only when bad things are happening. So I try to avoid it. I don't know if this is going to be worth my time. I don't think it is. Let's point the gun this way. Just head out of here. But we made it to the he was... Wow. Okay. Jeez. Can I go this way? Come on. I'm hitting the button. I'm getting impatient. That's the problem here. All right. There we go. Point the gun this way. Head over. No SS. He was far enough away. I figured that. All right. I have more keys than I did before, so there's a better chance that my keys are going to open things. That's at least the way that the game seems to function. Like I said, I can't find a lot of information about this game, but that seems to be the way that it works, is that you have to have the right set of keys, and you can hold on to, well, medals. I believe those are useless, but we'll go ahead and get them. Sure. I have medals now. No SS. That's the first thing I look for. Let's open up this. Yeah, once I start opening things up, everybody kind of moves just a hair slower. The game can't do a countdown and have enemies walk around. That would be insane. But yeah, that was the first SS officer that we have seen. It might be the only one that we see. You don't always see them. But as long as you remain in stealth mode, it shouldn't be that big of an issue. You should be fine. The key word there is should. In any kind of random game like this, there's always a possibility that it's not. All right, let's get back up to 10. 10 bullets. We'll open up this one, and hopefully we find the way forward. I think we're still on the second floor. No, we're on the third floor. We still have 2 more to go. And I'm hoping for the best. The keyword is hoping. That's the problem with... One of the problems with this game is you only get 1 life. If I should die or if I get caught, I have to start the whole game over. And I don't know what I'm going to do if that happens at this point. I am very far along in the game. Empty. Wasn't being smart here either. Okay, there. Search there. We're going to find these war plans. We're up against Nazis. I want to play this right. I want to help the war effort. I want to do my part. And if that means searching through boxes until I can find war plans, which apparently can take up to 4 minutes? Yeah, 240 seconds, 4 minutes to search through a box. You know, it's worth it for the war effort. I would say for the troops, but I am a troop. Yeah, no SS, but that is the way forward. I'm going to point my gun up just to be on the safe side here. Oh, that was not safe at the end there, but that's okay. Another 100-second one. So I believe that we're on floor number 4 of 5 now. So I'm going to say that there is like a decent chance that any of these boxes is going to hold what we're looking for. And once again, I'm not really interested in searching every room, right? There are 60 rooms for me to explore. I feel like I've searched a lot of them already, but you know, I'm going to put in the effort to make sure that I do my diligence and search through all these boxes in hopes that I can save the campaign, the war effort. Who knows? Maybe World War II goes a completely opposite way if I don't get these war plans. I don't know. Butterfly effect is crazy. It's also weird to me that they seem to be in like cowboy hats when they come down. That's what they look like to me. I'm sure they're not. Hey, war plans! Thank you. I have the plans. I am very happy about that. Question is now, can I get out? Okay, I'm not going to try to deal with that if I don't have to. Now that I have the war plans, though, let's see if I can actually keep track of where I am at any given point. Okay, not that way. It's got to be this way. I have to go this way. Game will go a lot faster now that I have the war plans. Like, I remember them saying that it was in the, like, officers' quarters. But as far as I can tell, they're just in a random spot. Still locked. Still locked. We'll wait for him to get up here. And then I'll shoot. Searching. 8 bullets and a grenade. That guy took 3 bullets. SS guy only took 1. I don't understand what's going on there. Alright, 5 bullets and a grenade. But now I have to search for bullets again. Hey, down. Because I'm going to need more bullets should something bad happen to me. That's the way that I'm looking at it. Better to be prepared than to not be prepared. But if it if I see anything over 200 seconds, I'm going to leave it alone. Just, well, that's not worth it for possibly getting bullets, but probably not. Okay. This way. No SS. Still locked. We'll try it twice. Still locked. All right, let's deal with this guy up top first. Hang out here, wait for him, and shoot. Yeah, I don't mess around. Like, they can surrender all they want. I don't care. I am going to kill them. Because just because they surrender doesn't mean they're just going to stand there. If they surrender and you turn your gun away, they will step closer to you, and then you will get caught. Like, the game is very unforgiving in that aspect. All right, are these keys better? Still locked. Come on, let me in. Let me in. There we go. You can shoot it open. It is a possibility. How many bullets did that take? Like, he was just standing there. All right, so I have at least 5 bullets. Not gonna mess with you if I don't have to. Please let me through. All right. No. No SS. Right, we have the war plans. We're just trying to get out. That's our main goal here. None of you are SS. We'll go here. That way nobody's down there. No SS. No SS. We'll wait for you to pass by just in case, and then head in here. No SS again. Okay. I'll have to wait for him. Probably could have stood in his way and made it go a little bit faster, but let's go. I don't know why, but I'm starting to feel a little bit of tension right now. Come on, keys. All right. No. Oh. No, I hit the wrong button. Oh, that's the worst. How far in I was on? I was so close. Oh, okay. I don't know. I'll meet you back there. As it turns out, getting back to where I was is proving to be quite difficult, so we will have to pick up here next time. That is going to do it for this video. I've been Baller Scuba. This has been Video Games Over Time. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in our next video when I hopefully can escape from Castle Wolfenstein.